It's one with the stare out time! And it's Frank Giacoio's birthday. Bada bing, bada boom. Happy birthday, Frank. I hope you have a great one today, man. This is absolutely forever your day in the book of wellness. We'll talk about that big guy at the end. But very interesting study that came out a few days ago. The difference between certain forms of relaxation laying on your back for depression, anxiety, and insomnia. And we all know that just relaxing and reducing stress is typically good, or mindfulness techniques that require you to be present are typically good for reducing stress and anxiety and depression and improving insomnia, at least to some degree. But is there a difference between what's called Yoga Nidra, where you are laying on your back in the supine position and you're given instruction as to, types of things to think and where to kind of place yourself, if you will, a form of meditation, how to relax. That is between wakefulness and sleep. So you're kind of hovering in that zone, laying there and receiving instruction from some yoga instruction, whether it's on a tape or in person, right? So that's Yoga Nidra. Supine relaxation is what they compared it to. And supine relaxation is just laying on your back and listening to deep sleep music, right? So is there actually any difference if you're doing one or the other in how it would affect anxiety, insomnia, and depression? Well, this open label trial examined just that. Out of the 62 people that finished the trial, there were initially 79, but they included 62 in the analysis that completed 30 minutes of either Yoga Nidra or supine relaxation per day for at least 9 out of the 15 days that the trial lasted. And the results showed, based on certain questionnaires and scales and subjective measures that they took on the participants, that Yoga Nidra did reduce depression, anxiety, and insomnia to a greater degree than simple supine relaxation, where they were listening to that deep music. So really interesting. I mean, there is something to be said for this Yoga Nidra, and it apparently goes way back. Maybe something worth trying. Now, there was a small effect size, a small difference between the two in terms of depression, but there was a medium effect size in terms of anxiety and insomnia. So the Yoga Nidra especially helped, again, more with anxiety and insomnia than it did depression, which can be a serious thing. So that makes some sense. Happy birthday, Frank Giacoio. Happy birthday, man. Frank, I just worked out, so I'm thinking of you because the first time I saw you, man, I was like, Gino, I can't believe I never met your dad. He was like, oh yeah, and I don't know, we were looking at some picture or something, how it came up, but I was like, dude, that's your dad? Like, he's a beast. How old is he? I was like, what? So however many years exactly you are today, I hope you have a fantastic day. And, I respect that you keep yourself in that type of shape mentally and physically. And, it's funny because, sometimes you dread meeting the family of someone of the in-laws to be, or I guess, which we all know is what it's going to be. I love your son. He's a great kid. And, or it could be great, and you're just praying it's great. And the first time I met you, it was fantastic, man. We had a great conversation. I felt like, it was just, it was smooth, easy talking, and, we're on the same wavelength. Watching Gino kick some ass, it was fun as hell, wrestling, and, you were so proud of him, and we were talking about Vinny, how he's a bull and everything, and, you raised some beastly young men, and, that says a lot. The apple does not fall far from the tree. So I know that as Gino gets older, I'm sure he'll have that mindset, and he'll maintain this fortitude mentally and physically, throughout his entire life. And that's something that honestly, makes me feel really comfortable in terms of Natalie's comfort and her care, and how they'll be doing for a long time, and they're best friends. So you raised a great kid, and you're a great dude, Frank. It was a pleasure hanging out with you. We got to hang out some more. We got to have a family barbecue, baby. I was saying, we got to get everybody out here. We'll come to you guys, whatever it is. We all got to link up and party a little bit together, or maybe have like a huge family workout or something, which is something we all probably would do. Happy birthday, Frank. Keep doing great things for yourself. Make this year better than last year. And this is your day, my friend. Absolutely forever in the book of When Wellness. So happy birthday, brother. Enjoy it. Who do we got on here? Josh, what's up? Well, let's start out time. Yeah, right? It's his birthday. He is a beast. He sure is. Beth, what's going on? Luciano, let's all party together. Sounds good. What up, Link K? LINQK, Mano Salva, Phantasmo, Toca Maria, thank you. Nice to see you on here. I hope you're doing great. Samus Dad, what's happening? Alexander August, Britt Natasha. Thank you guys for coming on. Appreciate the support. Freaking Fiona, what's up, girl? How you doing? Holly, what's happening? Dune Dun Spice. Roman Rex Fitz. Little Tony. How you guys doing today? Alfonso. And the first one on, baby. Dennis the Menace, 65. Thanks for coming on, my friend. Snap with this finger. Can't do it as well with that one. Hope you're having a great day. And, you know, I don't know what you're going to do, but, you know, make it something that's enjoyable and good for you and involves some hard work that will reward you, you know, and all at the same time. You know, that seems like a good thing to do today, you know, maybe for all of us. Let's see who else we got here. What up, Roy? Wolf Muscle. All right. I like that name. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. It's all we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have a great one. Thanks so much, and happy When Wellness. Happy birthday, Frank. See you later.